Hey, 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 you're hearing that song, which means it's Monday night at 8 p.m., which means it's time for another episode of FM Rager. Hey, everybody, I'm your host, Connor Clifton, joined as always by my lovely co-host, Ned Gale. Ned, how the heck are ya?
I am doing all right. New setup, new computer here, new room here. Just trying to get everything to work. Kind of freaking out. But it's happening. We're here. We're live. We're in front of you, and it's great.
Yeah, we got a whole new thing. We got a lot of stuff going on here at the Hey boys, hey chat, hey Necromancy. Thanks for sounding off. Who all's here? Who all's here for the first FM Rager of 2021?
Yeah, throw those hands up in the effing air.
Wow, 128 episodes. Dang.
Some of them even good.
That's more than Game of Thrones had. And that show was on for like years.
And some of those were even good.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, so Ned, we moved studios. We're in a new space. Yeah. We're in a whole new world for FM Rager.
We say studios. It's also just our house. We moved houses, too.
Yeah, that's true. New house, new net, new year.
New me.
As you all recall, on the last one, we went ahead and on the last episode, we went ahead and canceled our internet. We have internet now. We're with a new provider. Fuck our old provider.
Yeah, new provider who takes care of us, who asks us how we're feeling. Mm-hmm. They call me 5 times a day just to say, like, what's up? And I like that. I think it's cool.
I'm done with the old provider. Give me new provider. This is the stuff that we want. And we also moved to a new house. We had to say goodbye to the Effin Mansion of Joffat Creek. I know we talked about this.
I still like the Effin Mansion.
The Effin Mansion?
Yeah.
We talked about we need to rename the house. Are we still asking the audience, or are we going to...
I mean, if someone has a good idea, please, God. I mean, I know I have great ideas, and it's all that falls out of my mouth, but sometimes it's good to get a different good idea. You know what I mean?
What do you got, the Effin Mansion?
That wasn't my idea. That was someone else's last week.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do we need to call it something effin'? Because we've talked about this on the show, naming party houses like the Bunker or like the Stronghold, or because my old roommate tried to call it Den of Kings, and I thought that was silly, so I changed our name to Giggle Dungeon on Instagram tags.
We're definitely not going with Den of Kings. I could, we're adults now. I think we should go with the effin' den.
Let's just call it Adult House.
Adult House. Necromancy suggests the Epinephrine Mansion. Not here. We don't play God in this house. If you've got an allergic reaction, just bear with it and it'll pass, man. No EpiPens allowed. Just kidding. If you need an EpiPen, go ahead and get an EpiPen.
Yeah, if you need an epic pen, just ask me. I've got a couple nice pens in my room. I'm an artist.
Fuck off. So, Ned, how has your 2021 been?
Wow. Gosh, it's been so long. It's been good. A lot of hanging out. Kind of when you move into a new house, there's a lot of just like walking around it silently. Mm-hmm. I don't know how often you do this when I'm not home, but I'll just like find a corner I haven't really stood in yet and just kind of do that for a second. You got to take in all like the corners and stuff. This house has normal ceilings. They're flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And our old house had this like weird swoop things going on and everything. So I'm taking in the architecture here, and I've been really inhaling this house lately.
And I've been filming you standing in corners for my Blair Witch remake. It's unauthorized, unsolicited, but I think the people want it. Necromancy suggests an EpiPencil so you can erase it if you mess up. Jamming a pencil right into your leg.
You know what they should have called the Blair Witch?
Huh?
The Scare Witch. It seems like that's all that witch wanted to do to me.
I haven't seen it. Have you watched it?
I watched the last like 20 minutes of it. Probably back in 2012. I had never seen it. Holy shit. It's great. It fucking rocks.
I really need to watch it. I've only seen like true found footage films, such as like Heavy Metal Parking Lot.
You should have documentaries.
Yeah. You know, documentaries.
Oh, yeah. No, if you're looking for a good found footage movie, Heavy Metal Parking Lot is the tops. But what you really want is Memorial Day, 1999.
I was going to say Heavy Metal Parking Lot. That's a documentary. Memorial Day is definitely found footage.
Truly found footage.
What do we got? Porn parody called Bear Wench Project. That's gross. Ned, you like the Thumb movies. How is the Blair Thumb Project compared to Blair Witch?
Well, Connor, they just call it the Blair Thumb in this one. They couldn't afford the full title. Marquee letters cost a lot of money. But the Blair Thumb, an excellent romp, a fantastic lampooning on the original concept. I give it 5 out of 5 as a satire, and I give it 3 out of 5 thumbs as far as the entire extended Thumbverse.
So we've talked about these Thumb movies before.
Sure.
I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I didn't grow up watching them. What was the first Thumb movie you watched, and can you describe that experience to me?
So for those who don't know, there's a couple Thumb movies made by Steve Odekirk, creator of Kung Pao, one of the only films ever made. I'm not going to even say greatest. It's just the only film ever made. The rest are just
Movies.
pictures.
The rest are just talkies.
No, the Thumb movies are just they put little faces on the thumbs and then they just do the damn movie. I think everyone saw Thumb Wars first. Then... Oh yeah, so we watched Thumb Wars together.
You when I did Darth Simber, which is my I would say annual, but I didn't do it this year. We watched Solo. My annual torture session of forcing myself to rewatch all of Star Wars.
Using the Force to watch all the Star Wars.
This year I watched Solo with you, and then I think last year you I want to say requested, but I'm pretty sure you made me watch Thumb Wars. Thumb Wars with you. Steve Odekirk is a saint. I do like Kung Pao. The craziest thing about these Thumb movies is I loved Kung Pao, so why don't I like these Thumb movies?
I think they're more directed towards children.
Really?
Well, maybe not necessarily, because some of the jokes are pretty adult and out there. I don't know. They're so weird and they're extremely off-putting. Like everything about the Thumb stuff. I truly think if I had to rate them, Thumbtanic, Thumb Wars, The God Thumb. Honestly, I want to put The God Thumb much higher.
Wait, you made me watch The God Thumb.
Did we watch The God Thumb?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched God Thumb.
God Thumb's good. Gosh, what else is? They did Franken Thumb.
Nick is saying Thumb and Thumber, but I don't know if that's real or not.
That's just stupid. He's being stupid right now. We're talking about Thumb cinema, and he's being stupid.
Necromancy's making his classic little joke. Valdivia saying they ugly. The thumbs are ugly.
Now remember, this thumb technology is the same technology they use in Kung Pao for the tongue. If you recall correctly.
I do. Can you tell me what the tongue, what that sounds like?
How does the tongue? He's like, ha ha!
I think he just goes like, ha ha! I think he makes a sound like that.
What else did Steve Odekirk did? Jimmy Neutron as well.
Looking this up,
I believe, and then Butt Ugly Martians, one of the worst names for a show of all time. Go to O Entertainment or whatever his
let's see here. I'll go to his Wikipedia here. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, the movie Santa versus the Snowman 3D, the Nutty Professor remake.
Oh.
Let's see here. In what capacity was he attached to Nutty Professor? He was the writer, and he wrote and directed Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Interesting. And also, Nick, before you try to make a funny porn pun, yes, they did make one called The Nutting Professor.
Oh, he wrote and executive produced Bruce Almighty. He wrote Evan Almighty. And he had been attached to the rumored Kung Pao sequel, Tongue of Fury.
I would like to see it happen.
Me too. He wrote, directed, and executive produced the animated comedy film Barnyard by Nickelodeon Movies. Okay, so he's done some.
Oh, he
work
did
with
Barnyard
Nickelodeon.
as well. Yeah,
and he produced Joanna Man.
and yet the audience still begs for a Joanna Thumb.
Man, he's really attached to the Jimmy Neutron Barnyard Extended Universe. And then he had a show called Thumbs. It's the collected term for all the movies.
Okay, yeah. So what else we got on there? Did I miss any?
Ooh, Thumb Wars, The Phantom Cuticle, The God Thumb, Bat Thumb. Haven't seen that one. Frank and Thumb, Blair Thumb, Thumbtanic, and Thumb Wars, The Thighs of Sky Skipper.
I did not know there was
It's an upcoming spoof of Rise of Skywalker, releasing possibly during 2020. Did not happen.
Another thing 2020 took away from us.
Is he busy? What? Let's see. Entertainment. It just redirects to Steve Odekirk. Well, he's had a pretty damn good career.
Oh, he's got a fantastic. It's not called Got Thumb City. I don't know, Nick. We got to watch the movie. Bat Thumb and Thumbtanic are the only two I don't own on digital video disc.
Valdivia is saying, look at your thumb. Do you like looking at your thumb? Are thumbs ever nice other than Hollywood thumbs? Maybe you got bad thumbs, because mine are looking great.
I do like thumbs. I don't know. I feel like they could use a little more blood.
You know what?
Like a lumpy.
If I had to rate my thumb, I'd give it 2 thumbs up. I don't know. What else we doing? We play games. We've been playing video games. We've been just unpacking shit.
Yeah, unpacking. Our parents came and saw the house yesterday. Got the Thumb parents' approval. I've walked around the neighborhood a few times. I've tried to wave to people. They just kind of look the other direction.
There are a few neighbors who ignore us, even though we wave extravagantly, and they're just like, There are a couple neighbors who are nice and have introduced themselves, but for the most part, I don't think we're welcome here yet.
Yet. And there's a house across the street for rent, and my big plan is the second someone moves into that house, we'll be like, hey, neighbor!
Yeah, overdo it.
I've been in this neighborhood for years. I run it.
So if you want to be our next door neighbor, hit us up in the chat. Actually, DM us, because if we make this a public thing, then it's going to be on us to reject people, and I don't need that.
Actually, no, just call into the show and we'll reject you on air.
Yeah. call into the show next week.
Yeah. We need a proper mailbag episode soon. Speaking of which, I feel like it's been a while since we've opened that shit up.
We haven't had a mailbag or a call-in quest in a while. It'd be fun to have one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here.
What else is going on? Another thing with this house. So we've moved out of the woods recently, and where we lived, there's just like nothing. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. You see like your neighbor every once in a while. And now living on a main street, I feel like a fucking twitching dog. Every time I see like a flash of light outside, I'm like, huh? Is someone driving by? Was it? Huh? What? Huh?
You're right.
It's going crazy. I'm having trouble sleeping sometimes. You know what I mean?
Well, you shouldn't sleep on the porch, man. You should sleep in your room.
It's cool over there.
Oh, yeah, we got a really big porch, too. I would love to say, like, can't wait to have y'all over, but that's a lie. Just kidding. Can't wait to have a big party. We've got a really big backyard and a big porch, so there's no reason for you to come inside.
Hey, Haunted Fortress makes a good point here. The whole chat should move into that house. That'd be great. They could watch the show live with binoculars from across the street.
The chat is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Yeah, go ahead. Come on, move in.
Terrible Trim says, twitching dog. Are you sure it's not all that dog meth you're smoking? Speaking of which, if anyone has cat meth, please get at me. Arcade
Prince immediately corrected me. There are 7 people in the chat, baby. Hey, Arcade Prince, missed you at work today. It's been slow. Exactly. That's what, $300 a month per person? Ooh.
Wait, who's moving to this house? 7 babies?
I think 7 people are going to move into this house. With us, that's 9.
Wait, are we moving into the house next door? Are we moving into this house or that house?
Oh.
They're moving into the other house, not ours.
Yeah, do that. That's the $199 a month. Well, $199 and 29 cents.
200. Yeah,
yeah, 200 a month.
Yeah.
200 a month, and you all can live across the street from us. Isn't that what you've always wanted?
Yeah, and hell, we'll fix you up with utilities. I'll take a big tube from my AC and just kind of throw it across the street, so you guys don't have to pay for that. You know.
And I'll give you another tube so we can recirculate that air right back into my room.
Yeah, and then we'll give you another tube. You don't have to turn on your water if you need to pee in it. Just do that, and it'll land in let's say Connor's bathroom.
And I'll give you another tube so you can direct that to our landlord's house. Just kidding.
I wish I had a fucking soundboard. This new setup means we need to reset up the soundboard. It's coming soon. Don't worry, guys. I know only me is worried about that.
I missed the soundboard because we've gone from long hair summer to just like long hair.
Yeah. It's a long hair winter now. Mm-hmm. Long hair New Year.
I'm coming up on my 1 year anniversary of having a haircut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I got mine cut around March of last year.
I got mine cut the Friday before March 11th. Nick, if you're in the chat, please tell me what date that is. Appreciate it. Tube-based living is the future. You know, you guys are joking about tube-based living, but our next door neighbor did joke about installing hamster tubes so they could take over our old house, which I thought was very funny. Hey, everybody in the chat. We're going to bring your guest on in a little bit, but I want to give you all an opportunity. Please sound off. What are your resolutions this year?
Ooh,
Did you complete your resolutions from last year? How are you feeling? I think time is a construct. It doesn't really matter. If you want to get fit, you don't need to wait until January 1st to do it. But I know it helps a lot of people sometimes to have those benchmarks. So, what benchmarks you setting? What bench presses are you lifting?
Busy as a Bree says, my resolution last year was to have more people over for dinner.
You should have stuck with it. Then you wouldn't have to be living through this miserable year. Let's see. March 6th, baby. March 6th was the last time I got a haircut. I remember I got a haircut. I came home and we immediately watched the latest Dave Chappelle special.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I remember
Chappelle even stopped the special to say, wow, Connor, nice haircut.
He did. He did. And he said, like, you got a haircut with this COVID thing? It's like, oh, man. Should I have done that? Anyway. I don't have anything else.
Do you have any resolutions this year?
Man, I mean, I got that tofu press. We got a tofu press.
Oh, my God.
And we had tofu last night. So I'm excited to get back to eating more tofu stuff, more plant-based shit. Now that I really don't like to disparage the old house because we built a lot of memories in that house, you know, but immediately just having more space in my room alone, my mental health has improved vastly.
Fuck yeah.
Like I feel more, I don't know, prepared, willing. I'm just like excited to not be stuck in a house that I think was really making me miserable. Maybe miserable is the wrong word. I don't know. I just like this new place a lot more, and I feel like I can do a lot more in it. I'm not like cramped. Y'all been to my house. Y'all knew how cramped my room was. Not no more, baby. My room is huge.
Yeah, I run laps in your room while you're at work just to do my cardio. There's so much space in there.
That's crazy. Whenever I go to work, I actually go into your room to run laps.
That's your job that you're clocking into.
Let's see here. Busy of the Breed. Should have had someone over on March 14th and then had a dinner party with them every night. Like misery. According to Wiki, March 6th is voted the worst day to get a haircut by the Southern Barber Union.
Ah, shit,
Apparently,
SBU.
it's a cursed day. If you can post your proof, I will appreciate it.
You're calling that a cursed day, but we have to remember that that March 11th was the worst 3/11 day of all time. That's when the Masked Singer, the most unreal shit I've ever seen on a reality TV show, the Masked Singer rips off their mask and it's fucking Sarah Palin.
It's Sarah Palin. Tom Hanks was announced to have COVID, and the NBA
shuts down. Yeah.
So all three of those things. Obviously, you know, that dude ate that bat in like November of 2019 or whatever the fucking cause of it was.
That dude ate that bat. His name is Ozzy Osbourne, Connor.
a guy ate a bat wing or whatever, and COVID came into existence, or whatever the fuck the story is. But March 11th was just like the day. Yeah. That was the day where America kind of stopped just like making jokes about how like silly the idea was.
I'm going to stand by that Sarah Palin mask reveal. I think it symbolically just summed up everything. It's like, surprise, motherfucker.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Connor can date the tallest girl in the world now.
We do have very high ceilings.
We do.
This is not a brag, y'all. They just are. It's a fact.
Get at me on Hinge. I'll climb you like a tree.
Get at me on the top door hinge.
That's good. The Sunday sleep. That house will always hold a special place in my heart, but it must be nice to be in a place where it's not damp 24/7. Yeah, it is. It's really great. Let's see here. One time, Ned gave me a tour of the old house. He opened the door to your room, and I thought it was a closet at first.
It's got like 9 windows.
Yeah.
I think more of a green room.
I mean, I think closets could have windows so that everyone can see what kind of stuff.
It's like, I'd love for people to see my shit.
Sarah Palin opened a 9th circle of hell with that move. Yes. Megan Thee Stallion show at the new Effin House win. Ha ha. I don't know. We're not looking forward to bartending the day before St. Patty's, and the next day they shut down bars, and I was like, hell yeah. Wow, Odo Racecar actually wanted this pandemic to happen. On that, why don't we go ahead and get our guest ready? Hey, so the guest that we're going to have today, we're really, really excited for this guest. I've been trying to get her for a long time, and she's finally able to do it. You've seen her on the show before, but never as like a guest of this particular show.
On our first December live stream.
You saw her last week in the talent competition, but I'm going to wait until after this commercial break to let you know who it is. But please give I was going to say give a warm welcome, but you can't actually.
You can give a warm welcome to the sketch we're about to show.
I'm fucking tired.
Do you want me to take the...
I haven't told you this, but like So I got the COVID vaccine this morning, and I've been feeling pretty fucking out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you say that. Well, never mind. I'm not going to talk about the other thing on there, but...
I had a fever of 93 degrees
this morning?
No, this afternoon.
Or post-COVID vaccine?
Post-vaccine.
Stop talking towards me.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. And that's not how it works. But they did say that like I'd get chills or whatever, and I was like, oh, I'm fine. And then about 3, I was like, I don't feel so good. So
Doctor, I have chills, and they're multiplying.
Yeah, I was, see, Haunted Fortress said, Jesus, that's hypothermia. I looked it up. 93 is the cutoff for hypothermia, and I freaked out, but then I started to feel a little better. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
My chills are gone. I'm just, like, tired, and my arm hurts.
Oh, fuck. Do you need, you want an everything bar? I've got an everything bar in my room.
No,
I keep buying them now. I don't know why. I just have a taste for blood.
They're good. Is it because they super refrigerate the vaccine? Share your vaccinated blood. Well. I mentioned I got the vaccine and the chat blows up. You all just fucking want something from me. You're all vultures.
Hey, whoa, our viewers are going up. Tell them more about the vaccine.
Ow, my arm. I did. I did say it was the most painful vaccine I've ever gotten. But what do you expect when they put a whole computer chip in your arm? And I've immediately had to be like, I'm kidding to people I say that to.
Yours had a chip in it? Mine had a whole fucking laptop. I can't move my damn shoulder.
Yeah, they put a friggin' iPad in my back. I love Joe Biden. Just kidding. Why don't we go ahead? Let's just play this clip. It's from Finger Food. It's a really great parody. Go ahead and watch it.
And that's why I don't tip anymore.
That rules.
What's your credit score?
Oh, it's high.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's so high. It's like 1,000.
Let's have sex.
Buckle up.
Wait, pull it through. What is it?
Is there something inside of you?
That's just my birth control. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no way. You used the Nuva ring?
Hell yeah, this is gonna stay a one-night stand.
For sure. Because as we both know, the Nuva ring is the flexible vaginal ring used to prevent pregnancy.
That's right. It's just a tiny piece of plastic I stick in my oink oink once a month.
NuvaRing contains 2 types of female hormones, estrogen and progestin.
The same type of hormones found in the pill, except I don't have to forget every day.
Once you put the NuvaRing in your vagina, it releases a slow dosage of hormones.
The warmth of Mama's little hamburger makes a special sauce release.
The ring is inserted for 3 weeks, removed for a week during menstruation, then a new one is inserted.
I use the old ones as bracelets.
Do not use NuvaRing if you smoke cigarettes over the age of 35.
All right. Keep
Holy
it going for
shit.
that phenomenal sketch. You may recognize your guest as the lascivious male character in that sketch. Please give a warm welcome for a dear friend of ours and now a friend of the show, Alicia Esquivel. Hey, Alicia, how's it going? Hey. Oh,
Hey, guys.
I forgot we don't have the soundboard. So
Yeah.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I just took my grandma to get the vaccine today too, actually.
Did she let you have hers instead?
No, she didn't even let me go inside with her, but
I don't even want you to see it.
Would you like?
She came out, she's like, she did a cartwheel on her way out, so I don't know what you're complaining about, Connor.
Did she say, hey, I need you to take me to my friend Scrat's house for the vaccine? And she came out with bloodshot eyes. Didn't let you go in to see it?
She actually, I was like, how did you find out about this? And she's like, well, my friend, and they had the scoop.
Wait, what was that?
Oh man, you cut out during that entire part.
Oh man, yeah. I asked my grandma how she found out where to go and how to get the vaccine, and a friend of a bridge playing friend is the one who knew how to get it.
They always know.
I have a link, which I may as well just post in the chat. Fuck it. But I'll share that with people I can. I know they shut down all new appointments for a little bit, and because it just blew up overnight, apparently. But anyway, yeah, I hope you get the vaccine. I hope you get the vaccine. I hope everybody gets it.
You see how he hovered his hand over my shoulder? He doesn't even want to touch me anymore.
You're less than now. I'm vaccinated. Welcome to the new class system, baby.
Also, I like how you say the vaccine exploded overnight, as if it's a tweet where it's like, "Whoa, I didn't know this blew up. Here's my SoundCloud for the vaccine."
Like the vaccine went viral.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe viral's not the right word.
Oh, we just got a text.
What's up? What do you got?
Somebody saying that your video may be against the Twitch terms of service.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
I'm not going to dox this person because they are being wildly supportive, and I do appreciate it. They're saying, I think it'll be fine, but you may need to edit the video. It can potentially get your channel banned. Not looking to be negative, just looking out for y'all. One of y'all should have shouted, I'm attracted to Jeff Bezos. And it would have been fine. All right. Why don't we go ahead and get into the meat of the show here? I've got your questions lined up.
Ooh.
Can I say I saved this tiny bottle of champagne
Oh, whoa.
to open since you moved into a new house. That's a thing to do. And because I fell asleep before midnight on New Year's. So.
How was your New Year's? I know you just said you fell asleep, but what did you end up doing?
Oh no, it was pretty good. I made mussels for the first time, so I had a fancy little dinner.
Ooh.
I did drink a lot, but I just started drinking at like 4 p.m. So
That explains
I
why
was
you passed
asleep.
out.
I stayed up until probably like 11:45, and that was like the last picture I took, and then I was just gone. So it was good.
That's pretty decent.
It's nice to fall asleep before New Year and just like wake up the next day and be like,
Nothing has changed.
yeah.
You said that's the last picture you took. Did you take a bunch of embarrassing?
That's it. Yeah, we're in it.
All right. We're back into shit.
The shit's here. We're in it.
Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what the fucking problem is.
I think it's this computer.
You do?
Twitch came after y'all for my video already.
Yeah.
Dang, that sucks.
Bezos was nibbling on a graham cracker, and he's like, "No sex on my website."
Ned, what's it feel like to be back into shit?
Warm, gooey.
See, you popped that champagne and everything went haywire. That's 2021 for you. So let's go ahead and get into the meat of the show here. Alicia, what was the first party you ever attended?
I thought really long and hard about this, and I don't know if this is the first one, but this is this is one memory that I have, an early memory. I was still in high school. I was visiting my brother who was in college in San Marcos at the time, and it was New Year's. So I was still like 17 or 18, and he was a couple years older. And my cousin and her friend also came to San Marcos to celebrate New Year's with us too. And my brother and some random girl he was seeing at the time took us out to party. We drove like out in hill country somewhere and like ended up at some random person's barn. There was like a pool table.
Fuck
it was really fun. I ended up making out with a stranger, maybe illegal on his part. So.
Ooh, tut.
Yeah. So that was one of my first like real party memories.
What an exciting like first party to be like at a barn. You know what I mean? Like to have such an extravagant location.
Yeah, it was because, I didn't really go to a lot of parties in high school. Like it was mostly like sneaking out and ending up in some random guy's garage, like smoking bad weed and like sharing, like one, I don't know, Smirnoff with like 3 other girls. Like that's what most of my like high school partying was. So this one was like really a standout compared to all that.
I just love the Smirnoff. I specifically remember, Alicia, you and I met in college, and I specifically remember a birthday party of mine where you brought a bunch of Smirnoff, and you left, and we were all just like stuck with the Smirnoff. So we just like, back when Smirnoff icing was a thing, we just hid it around the house and tried to prank each other.
I love icing. I know it's immature, but I just like a prank where someone finds something they don't want to find. It doesn't even have to be Smirnoff, you know what I mean?
Interesting. So you're down to get iced.
As long as you are.
No, it doesn't work like that. It's like the circle game. I can punch you, but no, it hurts. You can't. All right. So that's how you partied back in high school, drinking Smirnoff Ice with several of your friends. How has your party style evolved over the years?
So now I'm more like, if I end up at a party, I like to just hunker down and find like one person and talk to them for like 3 hours and just like do that. And I know a lot of people don't like that, but you just got to find that one. You just like sit in a comfortable spot, usually by the snack table.
When you
be there all night.
When you find that person, do they know that that's your plan? Like, do they know that their next 3 hours are like locked in, or are you just
right? That's the thing.
cornering?
You got to find someone who's like open to that, and maybe is also looking for that.
Yeah.
And that's not everyone, and it might take a couple tries before you find the one that fits.
It's pretty.
And then, unfortunately for me, it's usually someone who's like, "Oh no, this girl's in love with me. I love her back," but that's not the case at all. And I'm just like, I don't care if I ever see you again. Those are a good 3 hours, though.
What's the problem? We were talking for 3 hours. That sucks. Yeah, I it's crazy how mutual dislike of a person or a social setting can truly like bond you to someone. Yeah. It's like smoking. Like when I smoked, the social anxiety of like, oh, I hate being here, I need to go outside. You'd immediately find someone, yellowed fingers, and you think like, you don't want to be in there. We're gonna be hanging out. So I would say, how do you like to party now? But that kind of answers. I need to combine these two questions. Have you picked up any new quarantine hobbies?
Ooh.
Yeah, drinking.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but I have actually like learned more cocktails. I guess that's.
Ooh. What's your
Enjoy.
go-to cocktail?
So I've been having a lot of martinis. I also love a Negroni in the summertime. I was having a lot of Negronis.
What's a Negroni?
I just learned a new cocktail. It's called a hanky panky.
What?
Okay, careful, because we've already been taken off the air once. Okay, but what goes into this hanky panky?
This is the most ribald the show's ever been.
Well, it's also funny. So a hanky panky, it's kind of like a sweet martini, basically, because it's gin, sweet vermouth, and a little bit of Fernet, which is kind of like a bitter. But on the Wikipedia page, I stumbled upon its Wikipedia page, and the woman bartender that created it at, like, I don't know, turn of the century, maybe I'm wrong, but she used to make cocktails for like some patron, some regular that came in all the time, and she was like trying to make him something good. And there's a quote that like when he tried it, he was like, "By Jove, this is the hanky panky," and that's what it's been called ever since.
And after they kicked him out of the bar and arrested him, they're like, maybe there's something to this.
Hanky panky cocktail. Is gin your preferred drink for net? Hey, wait. Actually, isn't Fernet like really big in Chicago?
Wow, why am I blinking? Wow, what is it called?
Malort.
Malort is big in Chicago. Yeah, sorry.
Malort.
But they're both like bitter. I mean, they definitely taste different because Fernet is like a fortified wine, I think, with like different herbs in it. Malort is made from wormwood, so it's more similar to like absinthe.
Wormwood? Ugh.
Hey.
Yeah, it doesn't make you hallucinate.
Oh, what?
But yeah, this is how I've, made my drinking feel less sad. It's like I'm learning too.
I'm drinking history when I drink these cocktails.
I'm not depressed. I'm classy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's a question that we've been asking all of our guests in quarantine. What do you want to see at the first post-COVID party? Ooh. And you can't say someone to talk to for 3 hours.
Well, that's what I mean. It's hard. I don't know if I'm like looking forward to like a big rager, an Effin rager, or if that'll make me feel anxious to be around that many people. Like that's something I can't really compute. Or if I just want like to be with like 10 friends and have like a really nice dinner party, Yeah, so I don't know. I just like hope that people. Well, I hope that we get to a point where we can share food again. Yeah, I really love sharing food, and it's a very like weird, scary time to like not want to touch food, and like that's understandable and valid. So can't wait to share food with people, break some bread.
Yeah, potluck sounds real great.
So instead of the green to red 5-tier system that Judge Lena Hidalgo has implemented to determine how dangerous COVID is, are you going on some kind of Buca de Beppo family style rating? So like if you can share stuffed raviolis, then like everything's good.
Yeah, it's a finger food test, if you will.
Hey. Wait, I was about to say, do you still have your tattoo?
Yeah, I got a tattoo in y'all's old house.
Yeah.
Memories.
Dang, what did you get on it? Was it a mustache?
No, it's a little curly French fry.
That's right.
So yeah, Delia and I, the founders of Finger Food, got matching tattoos.
How's she doing? Do y'all keep in touch?
Yeah, we keep in touch. She's doing well. She's back to school. She's still in Chicago. Yeah.
Have y'all talked about doing any kind of collaboration or anything in the pandemic, or is it just like not the time?
There was some talk about it at the beginning, but like I really just don't know. It's also been hard to I don't know, think about being funny. And, you know, I really think that writing is my passion, which is why I did it for the first time in 9 months, and have no plans to sit down and write again for another 9 months.
Yeah, I gotcha. Now, you said, you just said something about, like, maybe it's not the time for comedy right now. We both have talked off air about the podcast that we consume. And by we both, I mean me and Ned. We've talked about the podcast we consume and how some podcasts, for instance, like Hollywood Handbook, it didn't feel right at the time. That kind of ironic humor. Has your sense of humor changed during COVID? Like, what the media you consume, has it gotten darker, brighter? Are you digging your heels into the nihilism, or desperately grasping for something to pull you out of the miasma?
Well, one thing that I've realized is that I like to watch comedy and I like to read tragedy. So I've definitely been I've been reading a lot, and everything I read is like sad and horrible. But actually I've had a lot of trouble just like watching stuff recently. It's kind of bad, but like it'll, you know, become like the evening, ready to settle down, like watch something, and I'm kind of just get to like, what's the point? Like everything is like I've watched so many movies and I've watched so much, and it's just like, I'm just at the point, like, it doesn't matter. Everything is the same. Yeah. So I hope to get out of that, because I used to really love TV, and I love TV more than movies, but
just imagine, like, yeah, I've watched The Office, Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Everything's the same.
It's just
man.
all blending together somehow.
It's all written by Paul. Or what's that guy's name? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Paul Office.
No, the guy, Mike Schur. That's the guy.
Yeah.
Mike. Yeah, we got really into watching movies at the beginning of everything, and we got real into the Lord of the Rings movies, rewatching those.
Oh my God, we watched all the extended Lord of the Rings right away, and like maybe a week later, we're like, I mean, are we allowed to just do that again? Can we just do that a second time? It takes up so much time.
Yeah, we watched it, and then 4 months later, Lauren Lapkus and Nicole Byer started watching the Lord of the Rings movies for the first time, and we were like, ooh, I want to watch them again. That sounds really good. What about reading? Have you been reading at all in the pandemic?
yeah, I've been reading a lot. Humble brag. But yeah, I go back and forth. I go back and forth between fiction and nonfiction, but like I said, it's always really sad. So, yeah, most recently, so there's a new Lolita podcast by Jamie Loftus. I'm really enjoying the podcast, and that convinced me to go back and reread Lolita, which is just like a super chill activity to do. And then from that podcast, she talked about, and she interviewed this author who wrote a memoir called Being Lolita, where the author, when she was like in high school, she had a teacher that like used Lolita against her into like having a very abusive relationship. So I'm reading that right now.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's really, it's really interesting to like reread this, but to reread Lolita and to like be led through it with a, another, like a woman around the same age as me. I think it's been really, really made me think back on my life and, power stuff. I don't know. This is supposed to be a fun interview, and this is not. The podcast is called Lolita Podcast. I recommend checking it out. It's about halfway through right now.
All right. For the Alicia, somebody asked what's the name of the show, and well, you just said it. I'll go ahead and repost it in the chat here. The Lolita Podcast. So go ahead and check that out. You talked to me about it. Now I need to check it out. You mentioned it to me, and now hearing this, yeah, I definitely want to listen to it. Now, before we go into our final segment, because we're almost at the 50, we're gonna try something new in 2021.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna try and do this whole new thing, where Alicia, I need you to give us a question that we should ask our guests next week.
Cool. Okay, so your new thing is like making others do your work for you.
Yep.
We're not making, we're just asking. I mean, you can be a dick about it if you want.
Yeah, we could be like, we won't have a question for next week's guest. And it will be like, and if you want someone to blame Alicia Esquivel.
Yeah, here's your contact info.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe ask your next guest if during quarantine they have gone back to some content, gone back to a book or a movie or TV show, and like reevaluated it.
Cool. Have you revisited and reevaluated any old favorite media in the time of quarantine?
Hey, that's pretty good. You got any more? No.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
hey,
great.
You should have my job. Just kidding, kid. I'm sorry. All right. On that, we do have to get into our final segment of the show here. So hopefully this works. Ready?
Yeah.
We know you can't hear it. I want a new plug. Tell us what's going on. Don't dance. Tell us all the stuff we're doing.
After he sings this song. Stop.
I don't know why, but your dance made me laugh so fucking hard. All right, do you have anything that you'd like to plug?
No. Be nice to each other.
Okay,
I agree. I totally agree.
Oh man, Ned, do you have anything you want to plug?
At Net of the Dead on everything. Guys, Honey, I Shrunk the Binge was gone last week. Whoops. I was moving. I forgot to do it. But Honey, I Shrunk the Binge is closing out. Oh, Hallmark. The month of Hallmark movies being shrunk by Cody and I. We've got a fantastic guest. Elizabeth Keel comes on. She's a novelist and a playwright. And she tells us why we're so bad at writing movies. It's fantastic. So look for that on Wednesday. What about you, Connor?
I've got nothing really to plug at this time, but I did remember just now something that, hey, I guess I can plug, but also something that I wanted to bring up to Alicia. Adam Sandler. You did a great impression of Adam Sandler.
Oh, my God. A fantastic one.
And, yeah, an actually great impression. I saw this news article today that the Sandler-verse is going to be something that he attempts.
Is it confirmed?
It's confirmed that he is attempting to produce a movie that ties all extended universe Sandler characters together. Alicia, who do you want to see in your in the Sandler-verse? What Sandler characters do you want to see show up in the Sandler Avengers?
The Sandler Avengers. So, yeah, I've been watching a lot of Sandler movies. Just rewatched Mr. Deeds like 2 nights ago. And he's great. Mr. Deeds is like such a nice bro. He's like nice, but he's like, but I'll fucking beat the shit out of anyone who deserves it. And so, Deeds.
I
Deeds
really
is a good
love
character.
Mr. Deeds.
I think a lot about that scene where he reads the birthday card to his mom.
The Hallmark card.
The Hallmark card to that Italian dude. Or that opera singer, and they just like make fun of him. Genius. Yeah, and then he just like kicks his ass. That's really great. Ned, who do you want to see in your Sandler-verse?
I was going to make a quick comment that, what's his buddy's name? Alan Covert? Is that his name?
Adam Covert, yeah.
Adam, yeah, that is one of his finest roles. That and Little Nicky. Him getting his ass kicked in Mr. Deeds with the blonde wig on is like 10 out of 10. As far as characters, I gotta say, Little Nicky, baby, he's got those crazy possessive characteristics. He can possess people. He can do magic. I want to see that guy in the Sandler Avengers.
Fun fact, effing fans, Ned does a amazing Little Nicky impression. Can you do that?
Oh no, I couldn't possibly.
Please.
I wouldn't do it.
Oh, please.
Unless I got hit with a shovel by my older brother Cassius.
What a fucking character.
Oh man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Too good.
Do you like Little Nicky, Alicia? How do you stand on that?
Yeah, that's something I just saw this quarantine.
Connor hadn't seen it until last year either.
Yeah, I saw that for the Waterboy. I just saw for the first time. Yeah, we just did a lot. I told y'all. Did y'all watch Jack and Jill yet? I think
we
I
have
told Connor
not.
to check it out.
It's high on the list right now. I'm totally down to watch
Check
it.
it out.
Yeah.
Everyone out there, watch Jack and Jill. It gets a lot of shit, but like it knows what it's doing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I don't think there are very many Sandler movies that aren't very aware of what they're doing. From the moment in Happy Gilmore where he's like, Subway, eat fresh. Like, it's amazing. Or when and Billy Madison, or no, it is the Happy Gilmore where he's throwing the Subway on the old lady on his car.
Yeah.
Leaning into the product placement is amazing. I think Hubie Halloween is self-aware enough.
Oh yeah. Did you see Hubie Halloween? Because that's the beginning of the
did.
Sandler verse.
yeah, Hubie is really what like set me off on my little Sandlerama that I went on. Yeah.
I did not know. Is Jack and Jill your favorite Sandler movie? Is that canon for you?
It's pretty high up there. I think also because it was, I was expecting it to be like so bad and so dumb, and it really was great. Yeah, so it's pretty high up there. But it's definitely like older. It's definitely a different generation, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Is it on Netflix? Where can we find it?
You want to plug Jack and Jill? Here, I'll start the song
I don't
over.
remember where it's at. Google it.
All right, we'll look it up. Before we let you go, I just wanted to say in the chat, I'm seeing that Zach, Eric, and Evie say hi.
Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Well, that's going to be our show tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for welcoming us into your homes yet again after we moved to a new home.
Into our new home.
Yeah, and we're going to figure out what we're doing with this studio setup very soon. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.